Hello. Ela é tão branca que... Bom, today we start 433 or 433 podcast. I'm guessing it would be important to introduce ourselves. We will do that in a second. But this is a podcast where we will discuss all sorts of things in terms of entertainment. I think that
life in general.
Life in general.
But funny
experiences.
stuff. Funny
stuff, hopefully. And yeah, that's kind of the goal. I mean, we are flatmates. That's also a funny thing to mention.
This is our living room for those who don't know.
It doesn't look as good as this most of the time.
It does.
It does. I was trying to be humble about this. It's so good.
He was like, undersell, overpromise.
Undersell, exactly.
Undersell, overpromise.
Let's not make private things public this quickly.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Okay, I think what matters is that we are flatmates. We've been living together for 3 years. We've known each other for around 5
maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, no, COVID was 5 years ago. So we've known each other for...
No, COVID was 4 years ago. 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
We met in 2019? 18. No.
Late. No, 2019. 2019.
5 years then.
Yeah, 5 years.
5 years.
Same.
Half a decade.
Half a decade. So for half a decade, we started off as friends, distance friends. And now we're
close friends.
Married.
We started off as distance friends. You got it?
We're close friends.
Who knows?
I don't know what to say about this.
Who knows what's going to happen in 5 years?
It's been 5 years. It's a long time. We started working together and now we...
are working together?
Literally.
We started working together. Now we work together.
Not very imaginative.
And we pay bills together.
Yeah. We pay bills together. That's
we
huge.
shop together.
We shop together.
Yeah.
We breathe together actually as well.
We breathe together, yes. That's
we share
true.
life together.
We complain together.
Well, if we're sharing a life, I think it's implied that it's together.
Redundant.
Right. He was okay. So please, Joe, introduce yourself. Other than your name,
and more than redundancy, because we know you, but people might not.
What do you do? What are you all about, my guy?
What I do? My name is João, but you call me Mendes because it's my last name.
But Minch kind of sounds like a different thing. So I think we should stick with João.
Yes, we'll stick with João. And also,
it's gonna be weird.
But maybe that's a good chance to teach English talking people how to say your name correctly.
It's true. It's such a common name as well, right?
Yeah, so, it's like John in Portuguese, like João.
Well, that's a big discussion.
Yeah, I think it's difficult. Yeah, so maybe if we call you João, people will listen to it enough, and then they'll know.
Cool.
And then when they meet Joões in their life, they'll be able to say João.
I hear podcasts with your name on it. Yeah. I'm a musician and a producer. And I managed to release an album around like 2 years ago, more or less.
I think so, yeah.
And I also worked on the soundtrack for your documentary, which was wonderful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So I guess that's a segue into me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Carolina. I don't know if you guys know me.
Hi, nice to meet you.
What's up? I wish I could use my other hand, but it's in use now. I am a producer and a director, wannabe, depending on the days. And yes, I did a documentary called On the Face of It about sexual abuse. And you did the lovely soundtrack, which is on Spotify if people want to listen to it.
It's very true.
And your album is on Spotify.
Yeah. Imagine Falling in Love by Voxinus?
Yeah, my artist name is Voxinus.
Exactly, very important.
Yeah.
You can add all the links everywhere.
Yeah.
And my documentary is on YouTube, so people can watch that as well. And it was fun to do that. I might be working on a new one. Who knows? But yeah, and obviously your album, Imagine Falling in Love, starts with a poem.
It's true.
Written and voiced by
Yours truly.
Thank you very much. What a great segue. God damn, you're good at this. I was like, so your name is Joel? Yeah, I wrote that poem. I write a little bit. But yeah, most of the time I'm just a handyman, and I'm here to entertain with not a lot of good jokes. That's it. No?
Did you say your name?
Oh, yeah. No?
No.
Did I not?
You're like,
Well,
I do this.
My name is Rafael. Or Rafael. Or Rafa. Or whatever you want to call me in between those. Yeah, and I write. I'm a human resource person. Personnel things. I don't know how to speak.
You work in human resources.
I work in human resources. I studied that, and that's basically it. I live with two creatives, and they are kind of like the cool people of the house. I'm cool as well, but differently.
We're all
Differently.
cool. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And we're here today. This is the first episode, first time shooting. So still figuring out the kinks of it.
Absolutely.
And the quirks and issues.
How we all actually look on camera together.
True. That's very true.
All those cameras.
And our plants. Like, big
And
shout
our
out
plants.
to our
Shout out
little
to our
plants.
plants.
True.
Because they are the extras that
No, we are the
essential to
extras.
us. We are the extras.
extras.
It's their
The
show.
extras.
It's actually
They're the
their
main
show.
ones.
It's their show.
Yeah.
But yeah, so today, episode 1.
Episode 1.
No clue what title. We'll figure that out later on.
At some point.
So it should be somewhere. And that. And
In the ether.
I mean, yeah, I have no idea if these cameras are recording. We kind of just winged it. And
Fingers crossed.
fingers crossed things are working. And what was the theme of today?
I think before we jump on whatever theme we're going to talk about, we should explain why we are calling
Please,
the
Carolina,
podcast
let us know and let the
433.
people know why 433.
the people want to know.
The people want to know. The people are asking, begging to know the answer.
The people meaning
Intense.
you and all of your voices.
Yes.
Great. 433 is a football formation. Yes.
Team formation. Yes. Yep. That's what it is.
This is true though.
That's true. Yeah. This is the
People at home will be, what the fuck is this? Three crazies with a bunch of plants talking
True.
about football formation. No, we won't be talking about a football formation, guys. We've realized in our recent experiences that a 433 works for about everything. Please give an example.
I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you are really struggling to go to the gym, right? You're really struggling to go. You're just not finding the consistency. You're not finding the consistency. You're struggling with it, and you go and I go to you and I ask for help, and you go. We turn around and you say, "Look, your 433 of this situation is you go today." You don't go tomorrow. You go the next day, whatever. You give me a strategy for it, right? So the 433, it's more of it's a strategy. It's implementing. It's. I don't wanna say. Wait, what's the word?
Word.
It's like it's an intensity.
I think no.
Sounds
I
like
think
a plan.
it's a plan. It's a plan.
It's a plan.
You're offering exactly. You're offering someone a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're struggling with something,
It's a proactive plan. It's more than
Yeah.
just a plan. It's like a proactive
like a
plan
structure.
that is, set from the get-go to success.
and you have your coach, obviously, whoever you're going out for advice.
Yeah.
Your coach is telling you.
433 of this situation is do this.
It's this. And it's a plan. And I think when one is struggling about something, whether it's big or small, doesn't really matter what it is, you are looking for a plan.
Yeah.
And I think this is also a very fun, light way to help out with the plan. Instead of, look, you need to do this and you need to do that and blah, blah, blah. Like, no one wants to hear that. But when you say, look, the 433 of this is really strong because you're going to do this, this, and that, I think it in itself shapes differently.
I think examples will come left, right, and center. So I think we just gotta go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially when you do like comparisons with like football itself.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean? When
Yeah,
you're giving
absolutely.
the advice as being like, you need to be strong because their attack is like strong, so you need to defend
Yeah, that's
properly.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, but I just said left, right, and center. It's
There you go.
433. Then we go. Just saying.
So good. You're so good at this.
I know words.
Hopefully this then gave
A
a
good
good idea to people of what it is that we will be doing here, which is pretty much everything and nothing. We probably like to hear ourselves too much. We're probably seeking attention in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, just bear with us. Hopefully you have a laugh. Maybe if we're crying, you can cry with us too.
That can happen.
Yeah,
I'm an easy crier.
we're easy criers. This one is the hardest crier,
it's true.
but we're
But
easy
Jean
criers.
has no emotions. It's a different ballgame.
Absolutely
it's
no
different.
emotions.
It's different.
Don't
Just
say you
because I
have
don't
emotions.
no.
Shut up, robot.
No emotions.
Continue, please.
We don't bully each other.
No,
Anyway,
Moving on. So yeah, we will be talking about a range of things. And I think we're starting today with something that really bonded us over,
That's true.
which is quite unlikely, I also would say, which is football and FIFA
Yeah.
right.
on the
but-
PlayStation
Yeah.
specifically.
There's
So-
no FIFA anymore.
Also, I just want to disclaim to people that we're not actually like going to give any sort of a criticism or analysis on anything specifically. We're just going to talk randomly about things that we enjoy and that we bond over together and that we enjoy together.
Yeah, we'll be sharing like personal opinions that
Yeah,
are just that.
yeah, we're not actually criticizing or analyzing anything.
Yeah. Because who would we be? Cool. So today we're talking about FIFA, and here's the thing, right?
Here's the thing.
Why do both of you always win at FIFA? This is what I want to figure out.
You win sometimes too.
It's true.
Yeah, sure, but it's rare. And I want to understand, like, what the hell? And
It's
no.
my
Actually, big question. What have you done? How much have you paid? Because you are the luckiest bastard to ever play that game.
I really didn't think this would be as intense
It is.
from the
starting
get-go.
From the get-go. I mean, I was just waiting for you to let me
We were thinking about this the whole
You were like
day.
that,
the
just
whole
waiting
day.
for the right moment
The whole
and the
day.
right time.
I wanna expose
Just
this.
WhatsApp me.
I just want to make sure to expose this. Fine, have a clip of this for the rest of my
He
life.
just wants to make sure there's a public as well.
The worst
for
is that I
this.
have no explanation.
Why?
So you're
Because
trying to
so
I
Please.
have an explanation for the people,
Please.
and for you, he's lucky.
Yeah.
just lucky.
true.
He's just lucky.
It's either you have it or you don't.
And I think there's also a factor of like how well he feels, like emotionally. Because if he's tired, you can tell. And it's
He doesn't play as well.
It's
Did you say?
slightly easier to beat him. I feel like I've beaten you in good days and bad days, but I
Yeah.
think it's easier when you're tired. Also, when he's drunk.
Oh. That's so bad.
So sorry. We'll leave
So
it. We'll leave it
bad.
for another show.
So bad.
Yeah, but like I think he's just lucky, and I'm competitive.
Right.
And I think because you've been playing for so long, you also read me.
Yeah, I think.
well now.
Yeah, I think I read you quite well now.
Yeah. Because I'm
Because
very repetitive.
it's a
with what I do.
probability kind of thing, right?
Sure.
So it's look at you enough, and then eventually, like I'll get something right.
And on top of it, I'm very repetitive. So like when I'm liking something I'm doing on a game, I do it.
Yeah, you
too much.
really overdo things.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Like whenever he learns a new trick, it's just like he just
it's
just
so
every
annoying.
time
It's
that he just
such a
does it all the
child.
time.
Yeah, because I'm trying to like master it in a way. I'm like trying to see what.
Sure,
it
you're
looks.
kind of showing it off. You just really
100%. He just shows it
Oh,
off.
look
a
at
lot.
this cool! Look at this cool trick I know now.
Because it looks good.
Sure.
The thing is, you can't really be mad at him though. Like you can and you are, but like.
Thank you.
So
is
sorry, so
definitely
wrong
my-
phrasing. No, but I don't usually get mad at him because it's quite endearing the way that he says it as well. Because it's like I tell him, so you're just doing this over and over and over again, and he was just like, yeah, because I just think it's really cool and I want to do it. And I'm like, okay, you're 5 and I
I'm a
didn't
kid
know.
again, yeah.
My God.
I'm literally a kid again when I play.
But something we
You're
can
always a
all-
kid though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay.
Just accept it. It's fine. Run
It's
with
true.
it.
It's true.
It's okay.
But I feel younger when
Accept
I play.
yourself, mate.
Acceptance is a very big thing.
Yeah,
It's true.
Hopefully it'll be a recurring thing between us.
Surely.
tends
But
to
I
be-
think something we can all agree, and sure, I'm a little upset, regarding his luck. But something we can all agree is
he's the best.
no, it's that FIFA fucks you over so many times.
But FIFA, this
FIFA
is
has
actually
its-
nothing to do with FIFA.
I genuinely think it's the first and only like real AI that we're working against.
But also, like,
like it has a mind and emotions.
let's just disclaim something, which is like the newest, most recent game isn't a FIFA game.
oh yeah,
It's just the EA
FC
Sports.
FC 24.
It's FC24. Yeah.
Yeah.
EA Sports FC 24. Yeah, I'm reading it.
Yeah, you're reading it. So mindful FIFA. This has nothing to do with you.
I mean, it was like that before, but yeah,
It still has nothing. It still has nothing to do with FIFA.
Yeah, it's the people who
EA
make the
Sports,
game.
Yeah. Maybe they just don't like us. I don't know if every guys listening, guys watching, let us know. Does FIFA fuck you over?
Yeah, especially when you go higher on the difficulties, like the
Like sometimes you
Properly
just
taking the piss.
you'll just be playing in
You just be playing.
and you're defending, and you're really invested in this defense, and all of a sudden, like the player just moves like 5 feet, disappears, like
or
just
even
slides.
The keeper, the ball is so easy, and he's like too hot. You know what I mean? Like, I rather not.
My biggest peeve is when FIFA swaps the player
Without you knowing.
without you knowing. Like, you have a player, so you're like focusing on that, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, this is especially true
You
when
don't
you're
have
playing
it.
co-op, right?
Yeah.
Because when you're playing co-op, like the 3 of us together, or like just two of us,
yeah.
that's huge.
And it happens a lot.
Yeah, it does happen a lot. Maybe it's because
Fix
of
your
that.
game. Fix your game.
Maybe it's because
We
of
really
what?
don't want to go into this that hard.
Friendly request. Fix your game.
We buy the games every single year.
Yeah,
That's
we do.
true.
We do.
Maybe the game isn't prompted as well, like for multiplayer, than it is like for a single player.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess these days everything's sort of more targeted to online multiplayer rather than the other way
But that
around.
should be around the same.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
believe.
that wouldn't
You
be
reckon?
a big
'Cause
difference.
The
The mechanic
mechanics
should
is
be the
The mechanics
same.
is the same, yeah. The only difference is like
No
is
game
online.
It's the
developer in me,
connection.
so
yeah.
I have no idea. But yeah, that's FIFA.
Yeah.
That's
I would love for them to let us put more than one mode together.
Yeah, like the house
the
rules. Yeah,
house rules,
we
just
talk
mixing
about
it.
this all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be so cool. Like no rules with like a mystery wall. That
Yeah.
would be so crazy.
And then long range as well. So if you should like outside of the
just all it's like all of the above combined.
All of the above.
basically, right?
Maybe not all of the
some-
above,
some
because
of
like
them is okay.
King of the
some,
Hill is like disgusting.
yeah, you hate King of the
I
Hill.
hate King of the Hill.
Survival
It
is
bugs
annoying.
your brain really. What?
Survival is annoying. Because the only thing it does is like takes a
I
player
never
off.
It's
even.
not
I don't
annoying,
think I
it's just
played
like-
it. It's just like
It doesn't have
yeah.
a lot of.
it's
Interesting.
it's a football game. It's not a survival game. Do you know what I'm saying?
It doesn't have
feels like
hump.
weird.
Exactly. Just to
Were you really like upset about not being really survival?
Yeah, I feel like it's misleading.
Not everything is The Last of Us.
That's true. I do love The
And the
Last
thing is,
of
like,
Us.
FIFA
I have a completely biased love towards The Last of Us.
and
That's a
FIFA
whole
is already
different
intense
story.
for you.
So intense.
It's so
you literally
intense.
almost kick tables while you're playing.
I do.
like honestly, guys. So hear this out.
I have twitches. like,
He literally, he's doing a header and he literally goes over.
I will head. It's just
We need to move furniture.
We move furniture
Just
when
to
he's
be safe.
playing. Yeah.
effort counts. And this is
For you?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Effort.
Because FIFA
it's
doesn't
just-
know you're doing that.
It might. Maybe
The
if you
motion
wanted.
of
And it's still making you lose.
Thank you.
I think he notices that he's really keen. So, well, let's make it worse.
Yeah, because I was hoping.
Let's make you more keys.
Yeah.
You were hoping
Yeah.
for what?
I'm hoping it helps. That's the thing. It's like it's whoever wants it more, and I want it more
But you don't get it.
because I just don't have the skill to match that, do I?
But you're just saying it's who wants it more.
So it's not just who wants it more. It's just who knows it better.
Why?
Not with the crossed arms, just looking down.
Yes, true. So right, so we.
I feel like
so we.
No, wait. I find this really. No, I feel like this is really fun because we really bonded over FIFA, but you also kind of hate it, like in a way.
Yeah. There's definitely a level of me that completely hates it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have. Yeah.
You still have fun though.
I'll have nightmares around this, but
Still, it's fun for you
It
because
is-
you
it is-
enjoy that.
yeah, because when I win, I enjoy it. It's true. You guys know this. It's true. I'll get really. I mean, sometimes you guys also get upset, but I think that's you have a lot more perseverance than I do.
I think we're stubborn. I think we're more stubborn. I think it depends on the thing, but we are really competitive.
Yeah.
When it matters to us. So like if we're in a mindset that like we need to win,
Right.
like we won't leave the thing until we win.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think we it breaks our spirit if we give up.
Yeah.
And
a
I
lot
think
of hours of
the other
sleep
guys
not,
you were-
like lost.
Yeah, but I think it's not that deep because we're not going to kill ourselves. But maybe.
No, but the amount of times we were like,
No, but we're
okay,
really
one more
stubborn.
game.
I feel like we are really stubborn when it comes to this.
Yeah.
And I think you're
Yeah, the other
not.
day, I think the other day you guys spent like what 2 hours trying to. What was it? World class.
Why do you need to talk about this?
I think it's important to give an accurate example. It's important to have, an actual example of a situation we can talk about.
It was actually 2 days.
It was,
But it wasn't like.
oh yeah, it was
not,
like 2
it was
full
not 2
days.
straight days.
No,
But
we
I think-
slept, we worked, we did everything that we needed
Yeah.
to.
But the thing is, the first day was around 2 hours trying to win this game in world class.
It was however long it took for you to cook dinner
Yeah.
when he was home. So I
Yeah.
think it was a little less than that.
Yeah, like an hour and a half.
But then
It's still a long
It's
time.
still a long time.
a very long time.
A very long time.
So basically, it was world class playing against Real Madrid
in
In a UFC finals.
and
the Champions League final.
Yeah.
UCL.
Which is like a
Thank you.
mad. It's
UFC is like totally
It's a
different.
different sport. We can cover
sure-
that in another episode.
like that's no rules.
Literally.
That's literally no rules. Yeah, so you were playing for quite a while, playing Real, and you tried first with Benfica
Yeah.
because one love Benfica.
Oh, we
Yeah.
didn't mention, guys, but we're all Portuguese. So
Yes, true.
That's
Oh.
a relevant factor in the sense of like we are all Benfiquistas.
Yes, we are, and anyone
And
that
not to
isn't.
not to say that all Portuguese people are. I just realized.
wait.
But I don't.
Yeah,
but
we are. Yeah, we are. All of us Portuguese are Benfiquistas.
his dad will be so pleased.
Even the ones they think they support Porto, they are just kidding themselves.
Guys,
bring the
listeners,
Ferrari in.
viewers that are, we still love you.
We love you, appreciate you, but you also
Benfica is
support
the best.
Benfica. Yes.
So yeah, we are Benfiquistas, which is why we went with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then it didn't go that well.
It was tough.
But we did put up a good fight.
Yeah.
And then we still scored a few
You did,
goals,
but
which
FIFA,
is really
FIFA
important.
was really fucking you over that.
We
Right?
even went to overtime once with Benfica or not.
No.
We just with C.
No, I think it was.
No. We only went with Barca, which is the one
yeah, true.
we won.
Yeah.
You did get to win at some point. The next day, actually.
The next day.
yeah.
So. Yeah. So how did it feel to
Covered my
win?
face.
How did it feel to win against world class UEFA Champions
I
League?
think that one was more relief than anything else.
Yeah, I didn't feel good.
Yeah,
like
it
I
was-
didn't
It
feel.
didn't feel good.
Nah.
It didn't feel good. It was just like,
It's
fuck.
over.
At least it's over.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a
We're
good.
gonna come back to it. Let's
Yeah,
like
we're
to do it
100.
properly.
Yeah, 100%. I think it wasn't as much as the because we went overtime. So
So it was
going
kinda
overtime,
like-
it's still like it's a fucking marathon still.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's almost like we were running for
Yeah.
like the whole time of that.
Yeah.
So I feel like we were just tired of the thing.
I guess it's a good moment to mention we I mean not always, but most of the time we really live these games. And I think cuz to portray the real intensity
I think we have levels.
of what was happening here.
Disclaimer:
in this living
I just
room,
want to. We have social lives.
Yeah.
We have
Well, I
works. We
don't.
have things. No, you don't. I was trying to be nice to you.
oh, okay, so yeah, we have social life.
But there's also levels of like excitement.
Yeah.
I think it goes like that way.
I think the excitement is here, and I think the competitiveness is here. In the sense of like, we really feel these games because we're trying to be quite good at something, even though it's a video game. We're trying to be quite good at something, and we feel like we're better, and then FIFA fucks you over, and then it's just the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's completely irrational.
Yeah.
Completely irrational.
But I think that's the thing about gaming. Like, whatever you play, like when you're invested, I think it's really irrational regardless. But I think the cool thing about this is like how we first lived together, like when we first came to live here and we first starting to play together. I think it was just very cool because we didn't notice straight away, but then after a while we noticed that if we had a long day, if we had a hard day, and then we didn't have any plans with anyone else, or we just really wanted to hang with each other decompress, the go-to phrasing wasn't "I had a really long day and I want to chill," was "Oh, do you want to play FIFA?"
Yeah.
And then after a while you kind of realize that's just code for let's hang out a little bit together because I'm having a shitty day.
Yeah. And it's good to relax to a certain extent.
Yeah, I think
and it's just funny to see like how much it changed the way we play with each other. Because literally the first time we played together,
it was so bad.
It was toxic.
It's terrible.
Do you remember that? I even told you like I'm not gonna play with you anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
'Cause
remember.
you were
I
very
remember.
toxic.
I remember.
Yes.
Some of
Men need
this.
therapy.
Yeah.
To quote a great film, Bottoms.
Bottoms. Because you were like
Oh,
slightly
dude, it
toxic,
was-
and I hate toxicity.
Yeah.
After a lot of years of League of Legends,
I honestly, I mean,
push it straight away out.
the toxicity came from a whole other place, right?
Yeah,
like
true.
it was a
But
whole
the things
different.
like I remember, and now we can properly play together and
Yeah.
not be mad at each other. I would say
Yeah.
that.
But I think also like because you were really bad with confrontations of any
True.
sorts, so that was a huge confrontation for you.
Oh, dude, it feels like years ago.
And you
Yeah.
It was
and you
nice.
take this quite seriously, as in like you're playing and you're fair and you want to enjoy the play, blah blah blah. And when he was being really like, you know, upset about himself losing,
Yeah, because I
Wasn't
never get upset at others. It's like it's the myself. Like I'm disappointing myself or something.
yeah, but it was very intense.
It was. It
you
was.
were the most toxic was not when you were losing, was when you were like slightly winning.
Yeah, you were terrible.
That's what annoyed me.
Yeah, you didn't
Oh, yeah,
know
that's true.
how
I
to
didn't
win.
know, I didn't know how to win. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. But then
That's
we
true.
figured it out anyway. And now it's nice. But it's cool to see that like transition and that
Oh,
like
dude,
growth
yeah.
with each other, I would say.
And I think also it reflects on how well we know each other
True.
now. People are probably thinking these guys are really crazy and this makes no sense. But
We are,
I
yeah.
think yes, we are crazy.
we really-
but I think yeah.
Yeah, we've been pushing ourselves, like each other, to be better, to improve, and to
Mm-hmm.
you know, and all these different things. And I think FIFA played a good role in that because it's one of those things you do mindlessly. You do it at the end of the day, and it prompts you to, you know, be
Interact
good.
with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I think it's really interesting how that plays a part also because we do like football.
Yeah.
And it's quite interesting.
I think we like sports in general.
We do like sports in
Yeah.
general, yeah. And hopefully we will come back to talk about loads of them.
More things, yeah.
Hopefully.
But the football is one of the top ones.
Yeah,
for sure.
and I think it's really interesting because even
As
when
good
we're
Portuguese.
Yeah.
It's true.
we don't have much else, but we have football.
Oh, we got good football.
Cristiano Ronaldo, guys, you guys know them, yes?
Ronaldo. Woo!
Mourinho, yep. Okay.
Kishum.
Kishum.
I was waiting for you to do the voice.
No, I'm not gonna do it. No,
Oh.
It's fine. It's fine.
Maybe
You were
save
saying.
it for another day.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Do it as a surprise.
Yeah, I will.
Good.
Oh, thank you.
Can't reveal all of your tricks
That's true.
in the first episode.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Otherwise, what's the character development, right? Like, there's the
No
whole
character development.
I mean, it's not gonna happen.
I lost my plot. It's so funny because we all react similarly to the games in real life as to when we're playing. So
Yeah.
you're the chill one,
Yeah. And the try to be fair one kind of thing.
and you're the fair one, which is no fun.
No fun
Whatsoever.
You're so
Like whatsoever.
annoying as hell.
Like, guys, tell me when you watch this, and when you hear this, tell me if you, when you have a favorite, do you try to be fair or You just try to root for your team. Like, tell me.
You can't do both.
It's impossible.
It's a fallacy to say that you can do both.
And you can be fair in your brain, but you will never tell the people that you're with
Right.
that you're trying to be fair and you're going to say the fair thing. So let me know what you do with your people watching sports.
Damn right.
But we are the type of people that we are one team.
Yeah,
and
we're very passionate.
very passionate.
We
but
get really loud.
very loud. But I think I am in the middle. So he's the chilled and fair one. I'm the slightly more excited. I swear a lot when I watch a game. I literally feel like a.
Careful with that.
Yeah, I'm being
Careful with
mindful.
that metaphor. Yeah. That's not a good idea.
No.
A northerner?
What? A northerner in Portugal?
In Portugal, yeah.
I don't know.
Here
That's a very
as well.
specific.
No,
'Cause
I
we
don't.
tend to swear a bit more in Portugal, like more up north. I would
No,
say.
but it's different. No, that's not the northerner. No, he got my drift, and
Okay.
yeah, mindful. I just swear a lot. Come watch a game with me, and then we'll figure it out.
You'll get to see it.
You'll get to see it. But yeah, I swear a lot, and then you.
I'm absolutely outraged.
It's off the fucking
Off the
charts.
roof, yeah.
Off the fucking charts. I'll be screaming as if I'm the actual coach,
Yep.
game side.
You're
right?
the
Like-
coach. You're the
Like I'll be
clack.
doing
How
the
do you say clack?
The supporters.
Supporters.
cheerleaders,
The
yeah, you can say
cheerleaders.
that. It's the
But cheerleader is very American. So
yeah,
I
but
don't
but
know.
it's the
It's the supporters,
The
like your
supporters, yeah.
supporters.
And you're all of it together. Yeah, I think you're all of it together.
all of it in one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. What can you do? I know better. No.
That's why we're here sitting in a couch.
This is literally
I'm paid millions.
couch coach.
You guys just don't know how much I make. But yeah,
Anyway.
I'm absolutely off the rails, batshit crazy. I get way too passionate, way too involved. If we lose, I lose. I go to bed depressed. It's serious.
I was gonna
It's a
say love
problem.
to see it, but then you finished like that, and it's not a good segue to say love to see it.
But yeah, it's crazy. What else? What else?
In terms of you being crazy, so many things.
Let's not
But it's
start.
not for this episode.
What are the crazy things I've done watching football? I don't know. I get really depressed.
I
I get
think it was-
really. I'm completely biased. Sure.
It was really funny. I have this memory. I will never forget this. And I think it's one of the best memories I have together with you. We moved into this house.
Right.
And I think it was the Euro going on. 2021?
European Championship. No.
I think it was.
It was the 2021 that had been moved.
But it was the Euro.
Yeah,
I think so.
2020
Because we
that went to
checked that,
2021.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those weird
Yeah,
years.
so,
Yeah.
so
They
that
got
was
moved
it.
to the summer of 21.
Yeah, and we had recently moved into this house. And it was really warm. It was really, really warm.
Oh yeah, all windows were open.
All windows
balcony
were open.
open.
Everything was open. Everything.
Everything. It's all right.
And it was fucking batshit crazy because you went from obviously we were watching Portugal play. And we
And
were
I don't
supporting
know who
Portugal.
we were playing. I have
Doesn't
no idea.
matter.
Doesn't
I
really
don't
matter.
remember. Yeah.
Belgium?
But the funny thing was we had some beers and we had some things. It was just the two of us.
Yeah. Them,
And and it was just hilarious because you went from this batshit crazy supporter to then being the commentator. So you were just commentating the whole match, and it's actually one of the best things that you do in life. Can you do a little bit now?
I can try.
You can do it in Portuguese if it's easier.
I can only do it in Portuguese.
Okay, so non-speaking Portuguese people, we're really sorry.
Mário só pela grande área, vai subir, vai passar, passa, Rafa vai subir pela grande, entra na grande área, vai rematar, remata, vai passar, passa, Mitroglou, vai remata, golo! The thing is, this is not up to date. The names, I need to see the names, but yeah.
But that was it.
Gorgeous.
And this was amazing.
And yeah, in that time, because obviously it's a Portugal team, so I knew every single one, and it was kind of it was just easy. It just came out
Yeah, but
fluidly.
But it was just so funny because honestly, he would be here, being upset, complaining at the TV, whatever. and then out of nowhere, this
And
character came.
Just comes up.
Yeah, it just comes and it stays for a bit.
Is that the first character you've ever met?
I think it was, yeah.
Damn. That's a good one.
It's a good
To
one.
be introduced to.
It's one of your best.
Just so people know, Rafa.
Multiple personalities.
Just kidding.
Just Rafa has so many characters in his array.
In my brain?
No, I said array. I was being nice to you.
Voices?
Voices. And this one, I think, was the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the football commentator.
It's the football commentator. It was
It's
the first
not
one.
the typical British football commentator because they're so much more chill. You got to put in the heat and the passion
Yeah.
of the Portuguese crowd and the Portuguese commentators because it's like it's the fast pace speaking, right?
But
It's the tone.
is it like TV as well? I feel it's like he's more like radio commentator.
No. When you watch like football on TV in Portugal, it's
yeah,
exactly
that's
the
true.
same.
Yeah.
It's the same.
true.
Unless it's like a chill game that nobody cares about.
Fair.
But I think it's like because we're Latin people and like our blood is always boiling.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just like people have no chill.
We have no chill. I mean, I'm exactly the same at home. And I mean, my dad has no chill. Like, I will never remember when we win the European Championship.
You will never remember.
I will never. I will never remember this that I'm about to tell you. I will never forget. Fuck. God damn it, brain.
I will never remember.
Fuck this shit.
It was beautiful.
I believe you.
Drop the mic. Memória, caralho.
No, yeah. European Championship, we win 2016. Like, my dad's reaction, I mean, I reacted like the crazy person I am, but my dad, his reaction was a different level. Like, the shouting, the crying, the almost on his knees to the floor, to looking at the sky. You know, like, just not, it wasn't even words. It wasn't even words.
Yeah.
He was
And
just
then obviously
emotional.
you go out on the streets and you go
Yeah.
fucking celebrate.
I think
right?
there's a lot of levels as well because obviously in 2004 we went to the finals but didn't win.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that
dude,
was
but I went-
fucking epic.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I mean,
Epic. O
No.
Ricardo a defender sem
Sem
as
luvas.
luvas.
Yeah.
no gloves.
I remember that game vividly.
Yeah.
Vividly. Like, my grandparents aren't into football. Like, my maternal grandparents that aren't into football. And my granddad that already had a heart attack or two by that point, he was like, I need to stop watching this. he was like, this match is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
Because it was a really, really intense
Tough,
match.
yeah.
And I think when we lost, there was a collective feeling of we should have won
Yeah.
by the performance.
Yeah.
Like, in the fair play that there was had and like everything. Do you remember that to what?
Vaguely, I was kind of young because I was like,
yeah.
I was 6. Mm-hmm. But I remember like it was intense.
I remember going out on the streets on my. So this is literally. I was in rural Portugal.
Rural.
Rural. Next to Aveiro, and I was in my grandparents' place, and after that game we got out of the house to go celebrate, obviously, and I was in the back of a pickup truck alongside 5 other people banging on the van, right? Just banging and celebrating, going through the streets. Everyone's going mad. That's what I remember. And I remember like the last, like, I remember us, losing.
When you on those
that's-
like
And you
That's
were
what I
quite
remember.
small as well,
Yeah,
which is
it's
intense.
one of my earliest memories.
memories. Yeah.
It's literally because I remember specifically the being out on the pickup truck, and my mom kind of just holding me by the shoulder or some crazy stuff like that, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm on the back of a pickup truck. Like, this is a moving vehicle. Like, I remember just being in panic and celebrating and nervous, and it was just so many emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you do? Did you stay indoors afterwards, or did you go out?
I don't remember.
How old were you?
I was 9. 9. I was 9
Oh.
because
Oops, sorry.
math thing. I was 9. I don't actually remember it afterwards, but I remember Tremores. Like when Portugal plays and we were watching at home. I mean, anywhere that you watch a match in Portugal, you'll have termos, which I don't know how to say in English,
Yeah.
but I'll try to find a word. And
Is either that or peanuts, one or the other.
yeah, but like
But you would
to
have
me
both.
it's
Yeah.
but
It's
but
that
to
and
me
beer.
it's always termos and beer. Tipo
good
peanuts,
super buck.
not much. A good super bock. But I wasn't drinking the super bock at the time, guys. I was
You were 9.
So she says.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
And I don't really remember what I did afterwards, but I remember that it was really, really intense, and I remember watching it. And I remember the whole day. And it was a long ass match because obviously penalties and all of those different
Overtime and
things
then
overtime.
penalties,
It
emotions.
was and I think it was like the first time in forever that we were so far ahead in the competition.
Yeah.
If we had been, it was like a long, long time before that. So it was a huge moment for us as a nation. Because one thing is true, like I think much like here in England, we live football very intensely as a culture, like as a whole country.
It's the main sport.
It's the main sport.
It's the main sport.
Everyone really, it's like
These days, like we're talking literally like 20. This is 20 years ago, right? So these days is a bit different, but still the main sport.
no, yeah.
But back then,
But I still feel like even today, I think now as you're saying, like we have a lot more attention to other sports. But I feel like even now with that, I think when it is our Portuguese team playing,
yeah,
you do get a vibe throughout the whole country, I would say, that is completely different. I feel like it's something that binds people together and like because us as a nation, like many others, we disagree a lot, and like we are particularly melancholic and
Nostalgic.
slightly pessimists and all of those different things. Not as a whole and not all the time, but I feel like we do have those traits as culturally. But I feel like when it comes to football and the Portugal team playing,
The hope really comes.
everyone
that
comes together.
completely goes away.
Yeah.
Everyone comes together, and it's so nice to actually see that. And yes, sure, it's through sport, but I think it's really nice that we have something that binds us together, and I think it's really special. What's your, like, I was thinking about this when you were mentioning like your memory of like being so little and being on this, moving truck.
Yeah.
What's like your favorite memory related to football?
Mine is really funny.
You're setting this up in a way, bro.
This is famous last words for João. For it
Basically,
to
so
be a
famous.
big disappointment.
This is like one of my first memories regarding football. I was in Estádio Dragão.
That's in Porto.
Porto.
So it's Porto Stadium.
Porto's Football Club Stadium.
And I went to see a game that was like Porto Sporting, so like two
Sporting
out of the three
Lisboa.
best, exactly,
Or
two out of the
Lisbon,
three
as
best
you would say.
clubs in Portugal.
That's then a big match, like big rivalry going on.
And
like
in
one
very
of the big
intense, they went to penalties as well, I think, so it was very intense. I don't know if it was a cup or something like that.
Or a
and I
league,
was on top of my dad's shoulders.
Oh, damn.
And I just turned to him and say, I'm so sorry, this is very beautiful, but I support Benfica. And he was so hurt.
Wait,
But is
who
your
does your dad...
Até fiquei nervosa.
Okay, we need to know.
I think he's still hurt about it.
Wait, but
Who does he support?
My dad supports Porto. yeah.
He's been in this house.
Yeah.
Clean the walls.
No, come on.
ate our food, slept on our beds.
No, but imagine like...
I feel betrayed. I
honestly-
consider him family.
I used to.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, João's dad, but
No, we're just joking.
I think after that is suffering
I don't know
enough.
if I accept you next time you come around. We'll see.
Ouch.
I don't care about you. You're Benfica, so you're fine. Do you know what I'm saying?
Did he respond like at the moment?
I don't remember
You don't
what was his
remember?
answer. I know that it was a kind of like
Threw
shock.
him.
Go.
He just fucking
And
threw
this
him.
is why I don't work
Explains
well.
a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Allah.
Hello.
No, but that moment I remember because it was so funny. It was heartbreaking, but funny at the same time. It's weird.
So how old were you? Sorry.
I was very young, like 5, 6, something like that.
Where did the young come out?
Young. So, but what I always think was him saying I was very young, and then I thought I was 23.
Yeah, it was last month.
It was last month.
So, wait, I didn't get how old. I didn't hear you.
4 or 5, something
4 or
like that.
5, okay.
Yeah.
Did you think it was funny at the time? So were you doing this just
At the
out of
time-
spite?
No, at the time I was just like, I was even like sorry when I was saying it because I knew that it was trying to.
You were disappointing your dad, and you felt
Yeah,
bad.
and I felt sad about it in a way because I'm like, I know you're trying to make me support your team, but
Wait, but
what a difficult position to be
this
for your dad.
prompts a question for me then, which is, if you were so young, what made you be a Benfica supporter?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know that obviously my mom supports Benfica, so it could be like.
Because for
It's-
me,
it's the reality of being the one true club.
of course,
It's destiny.
I can tell you what I did.
Okay.
I was very young, and I said I was. Agora vou dizer isto em português. I'm going to say this in Portuguese, sorry guys. Que eu era da equipa do João Pinto. Porque o João Pinto jogava no Benfica at the time. Mas eu tinha tipo a biggest crush.
The biggest
Oh
crush.
my
I was like
God.
2, 3 years old.
Oh wow.
I was really, really little.
one of those, yeah.
E então, tipo, so like to dissipate the whole thing, I would just tell people that there was this this football player, sorry, English, but American say. So there was this football player.
That came out of nowhere. I never heard you say soccer.
It's the American in me sometimes comes out. So there was this football player, João Pinto, and he played at Benfica at the time. And I was very little, and I had the biggest crush on him. Actually, I had a surgery on my hand when I was 2. I don't remember this vividly, but I remember having a teddy bear that he left and signed for me because he was at the hospital at the same time that I was having surgery. And I think either my mom or my dad, can't remember fully, like spotted him and like made conversation,
got
something.
After that, it was doomed.
It was done deal.
Yeah.
And then it moved from being I'm from João Pinto's team to be I'm a Benfica fan.
Yeah.
That's my story.
Dude.
João Pinto, if you're listening to
Respect.
this is because of you.
Yeah, man. João Pinto, I give you partially my life.
Jesus.
Because you're here.
Sure.
We've bonded over FIFA and shared love for Benfica.
True.
Should that not be the case, I can't say
We
that
would
our
be
lives
here.
would be the same. Yeah.
100%. We probably wouldn't even be living together
Yeah.
completely. But yeah, so that's why.
Yeah, that's huge.
But I loved your shocked faces over this.
Yeah, it's huge.
I wasn't expecting these whatsoever.
Have I never told you
Yeah,
this?
it's quite funny because it's very rarely that we hear a news story.
About each other, right?
And it just happened, with cameras rolling. It's weird. It's weird.
Well, hopefully all of this is good.
Yeah, hopefully all of this is good. But yes, I mean, I'm guessing we come to an interesting conclusion, which
I
is...
just want to say I didn't ask you because I assume your dad just spoke about Benfica and then it was just Benfica.
Oh, no. I mean, my mom supports Sporting.
I didn't even know, and we've watched football in this house with them.
Oh, yeah.
Is it like an unspoken issue?
It's not a marital issue.
You got really nervous.
Got really nervous. So here's the thing, right? Like, my mom, so she doesn't mention football at all on a daily basis, right? Because she knows there's 3. So even my sister supports Benfica. So it's like the 3 of us, mostly me and my dad at during my childhood, but just, completely going against her. So it's complete clash of energies because she would just be 1 against 2 and she wouldn't win that fight. But anytime Sporting did anything right, like they would win anything. And I've got an uncle as well who's a Sporting fan, and when the two of them would get together, it'd be just the most annoying thing. But anytime they won against Benfica or won the league or anything, she will not like allow us to go a day without knowing this, without reminding us, without really, pushing on the bruise and just really fiddle with it. And yeah, so my mom is she comes back in with a vengeance every single time. Oh, sorry, once again. So yeah, that's it. So the environment was always like, actually, there was a plot twist early in my life. So when I was still learning how to speak, I've only been told this. My nanny at the time, a friend of my parents, taught me how to say "Go Porto." And so, because she was obviously a Porto supporter, so when my dad comes home, so this day I stayed with her, all good. My dad comes home from work. Are you getting stressed about this? So my dad comes back from home, and you've met my dad. He's a bit intense. Mm-hmm. But the nanny goes, "Oh, look what we've learned today." And I go, "Forza Porto," which means "Go Porto" in a baby's voice. And my dad, I think he actually did not speak. He couldn't reply.
He said
it broke his heart right there and then.
He was like, "I lost a child today."
Yeah. I think he got so upset. I don't know. I don't even know if he stayed in the flat. Like he was out of it.
He just left.
He just left. And this is the story of how my dad left. No, that's not that. That's not that. That's a bad joke. I'm so sorry, guys.
This is Ben for fun.
But yeah, my dad, he to this day, that's the one time he's been heartbroken. Do you know what I mean? But that's it. So it's simple, easy, chill. The interesting thing here is we love Benfica all. This is what we have to focus on. And yeah, football just brings people together. And that's a cool thing, isn't it? So
it is, I think.
It did bring us together.
I was going to say that, yeah. I feel like there were loads of things like football or FIFA that we liked.
And now...
But then they kind of intensified.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, you didn't have a PlayStation at home, or you, right?
I had like a PSP.
Right, so you didn't have the whole console experience
no,
I'm
and
a
like... PC guy, yeah.
Exactly. So this was kind of new to you.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
In a way. Not the playing in itself, but it was more the environment that it brought. And for you as well.
Yeah, 100%. I used to play either alone or with my dad, and with my dad it was harder to arrange, and here it was the first time. Yeah, and again, all the people I played with before, not to out of spite, I'm not saying this out of spite at all, but it was a different environment. It was very competitive. I was in a different place, mindset, and all those different things. And I think here it was just a good bonding exercise where in learning as well, because again, we do learn how to win, how to lose, how to be fair, how to, respond to...
How to play for vibes.
How to play for vibes. Yeah. How to play for vibes.
I think, because
sometimes one of us is having a bad day and just doesn't win, and you really want, sometimes I really want you to win. This never happened.
Nope. I've never heard.
I don't even know why you're saying this. Say that. Yeah.
No, but I think there's a wanting of no.
No, go on.
Go on.
No, you go on. No, you finish.
So there's a want of the other person to be successful because of, if you just lose 7 games in a row. But obviously you would want the other person to, that's just, that's a bit crazy.
I don't know where you're going with this.
You don't know? Okay, maybe this doesn't make any sense.
That seems like a pity win. We would not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's pity.
I get what you mean in the sense of obviously if someone is having a bad day and this is kind of the decompression of that day.
Yeah, and then you're losing 7 times in a row.
You feel like, for this,
let's do something else, right? Let's change the 4-3-3 of the situation.
Yeah,
exactly. Or then we'll realize we haven't been playing in a 4-3-3, and then we think maybe now changing.
Let's stop playing against each other. Let's just play together.
Right. I think this is a good way to.
It's a great way to end the episode. And we will see you soon.